Prince Harry is officially on his way back the United States after standing with William to pay tribute to their mum Princess Diana. On July 2, photogs spotted a car transporting the Duke of Sussex to Heathrow Airport in London, according to the Mirror. The Duke of Sussex arrived at Terminal 5 in a VW minibus, accompanied by 2 security personnel in the front seats, the outlet reported. And while it wasn't exactly the 20 minutes that the Daily Mail previously mentioned, Harry's departure comes just about 24 hours after the statue unveiling. He will return to his home in California to be with Meghan Markle, Archie and newborn daughter Lilibet. The touching ceremony will no doubt be firm in his mind in his return, along with his reunion with brother Prince William. It's presumed that Harry got himself a non-stop flight from Heathrow to Los Angeles International Airport, which would have him landing sometime before midnight local time on July 2. It's approximately an 11-hour direct flight. Harry's travel schedule looked a bit different than when he made a trip to the UK back in April for Prince Philip's funeral. The services were held on April 17, but Harry didn't travel back to the States until 2 days later, spending some extra time with his family. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have expanded their team. Archewell Audio, the podcast arm of Harry and Meghan's production firm, has tapped award-winning podcast producer Rebecca Sananes as head of audio on Friday. She will join Archewell Audio in August and lead the company's creative partnership with Spotify from Los Angeles, reporting to Ben Browning, Archewell's head of content. Archewell Audio was founded by the Duke and Duchess of Sussex in 2020 to produce programming that uplifts and entertains audiences around the world by spotlighting diverse perspectives and voices. As head of audio, Rebecca will bring powerful stories to life and build community through shared experiences and universal values. A podcaster, journalist and storyteller, Rebecca has 10-plus years of experience in nonfiction narrative storytelling, including working in public radio where one of her projects was awarded the National Murrow Award for Best Audio News Documentary, 2018, and the Regional Murrow Award for Excellence in Writing, 2018. Most recently, Sananes for the last 2 years has been lead producer for New York Magazine's Pivot, Tech, Media and Business podcast hosted by Recode co-founder Kara Swisher and NYU professor Scott Galloway. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex inked a multi-year exclusive deal with Spotify last December through Archewell Audio. The company released a standalone holiday special, co-produced by Archewell and Spotify's Gimlet, which featured guests like Stacey Abrams, Jose Andres, Brené Brown, Deepak Chopra, James Corden, Elton John, Naomi Osaka and Tyler Perry. Archewell is expected to release its first full podcast series this year, but there have not yet been any further announcements about specific shows or projects. In June, following the birth of their daughter Lilibet, Diana, the Sussexes went on parental leave from Archewell, though the company would continue to publish stories on its site in their absence, according to an announcement on Archewell's website. Other major deals with the Sussexes include a multi-year overall deal with Netflix, with the first project being a docuseries about competitors involved in the Invictus Games. Prince Harry will appear on camera and executive produce the series, called Heart of Invictus. It appeared Harry and William had put aside their differences to honor their late mum and even shared a glass of bubbly after the event at around 2:45 p.m. Harry, who along with Meghan stepped down as a senior royal more than a year ago, appeared in high spirits during the ceremony, which saw him reunited with a number of members of his family from his mother's side. He and William, who have long reported to have a fractured relationship, chatted and joked together throughout. Following the family reunion at the private ceremony, Earl Spencer, the younger brother of Princess Diana, 57, took to Twitter to share 2 photos, along with the caption, "Today, in Kensington. A good day." The aunts and uncle have remained close with William and Harry since their mother's death in 1997. They all attended Harry's eldest child Archie's christening in 2019. Honoring his sister in his own way, mark her 60th birthday, Charles shared on the Althorpe House Twitter and Instagram pages a rare childhood photo of Diana outside Park House, on the Queen's Sandringham estate in Norfolk, the place where she was born in 1961 and frequented by the Cambridges. Last month, Charles was quizzed about the public row over the name of Prince Harry and Meghan's newborn daughter, Lilibet Diana Mountbatten-Windsor. Speaking on ITV's Lorraine, the ninth Earl Spencer said, "When I look at all these newspapers going berserk again, and I've always found it so hard, I think it's because I'm not very imaginative, but I always see things in terms of family. And I remember when I was a boy and Diana became Princess of Wales, I just sort of plowed along on the same path. You separate the media personality from the real person who's a member of your family, and that's all that matters at the end of the day." The couple's lawyers have written to the BBC after a story claimed the Queen had not been asked about naming their baby Lilibet, which was the monarch's childhood family nickname. But it had been widely reported that the couple did consult with Her Majesty Queen before the name of their baby, who was born in California on the 4th of June, was announced. This week saw Queen Elizabeth return to her usual busy schedule, after a low-key and difficult year of self-isolation. The Queen has proved her age is no barrier to carrying on with her hobbies as she drove herself to one of her favorite events of the year. The 95-year-old monarch was spotted behind the wheel of a Range Rover on the way to the Royal Windsor Horse Show on Friday, having rushed back from Scotland on Thursday to make day one. She wearing the same turquoise jacket she wore to an event at the Edinburgh Climate Change Institute earlier in the day and a pair of trendy oval sunglasses. After arriving back in Windsor on Thursday, she went straight to day one of the show, accompanied by Countess Mountbatten of Burma. On Friday, she turned up again in a much more casual outfit: a white Oxford, navy vest, grey plaid skirt, and a swipe of red lipstick. Photographers at the event captured a few photographs of her in the middle of the kind of big laugh that friends say she loves to show off in private. Last year the horse show was cancelled due to the pandemic, but the Queen has attended most years and even competed herself when she was younger. The Queen's granddaughter, Lady Louise Windsor, is carrying on the family tradition, and following in the footsteps of the late Prince Philip, by competing as a carriage driver. Lady Louise Windsor, 17, has been raised outside the royal limelight by her parents Sophie, Countess of Wessex, 56, and Prince Edward, 57. But the teenager could undergo a big change when she turns. The Queen's granddaughter learned to ride when she was young and even joined her father Edward on horseback as part of the Queen's 90th birthday celebrations in Windsor in 2016. Last week, she was spotted practicing on the grounds of Windsor Castle in a carriage that belonged to Philip. On Thursday, Sophie, the Countess of Wessex, Lady Louise's mother, was spotted at the show. The Queen's appearances there come after a 4-day tour of Scotland for Royal Week. She took on engagements across the country with her grandson Prince William and her daughter Princess Anne. Her son and daughter-in-law Prince Edward and Sophie were also in the country during the same week but carried out separate engagements. Royal Week is a traditional part of the Queen's calendar, but she was unable to make the trip last year because of the pandemic restrictions.
Thank you for watching. If you liked, feel free to leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon to get new video updates. We will update the latest videos about the royal family every day. Thanks and goodbye.